My dear brothers and sisters, we are now on the 22nd Sunday in Ordinary Time, and as I've said, let us storm the heavens as well and commend to the Lord the soul of our good former Archbishop Rufino J. Cardinal Santos, as today we celebrate his 50th death anniversary. The genius behind rebuilding this cathedral that we are all standing now. And today we also storm the heavens for safety and protection to all of us suffering terribly because of this storm. And madami po sa inyo marahil gustong pumunta dito, pero baha, konti ang means. That is why I assure you the prayers of this Manila Cathedral family gathered here inside the cathedral to ask the Lord to bless you with protection and guidance. My dear brothers and sisters, have you heard of the word diversion? Marahil nakikita niyo po ito sa mga nagmamaneho. Kapag merong saradong daanan, meron tumuturo, this is the diversion road. But at least that word, diversion, Merriam-Webster defined this term as the act or instance of diverting or straying from a course, from an activity, or use. I wish to catch that word, straying, leading you away, leading you out. For example po, sa mga kabataan na naririto, simula na ang school year, nag-aaral ka, nag-blink ang cellphone, at nag-message at nag-notif sa'yo yung crush mo. Imbis na mag-aral, ayun, hawak mo na ang cellphone mo. Nakalimutan ang pag-aaral, na-divert ka na. O kaya naman you were sitting down quietly, enjoying the view of Intramuros, maybe enjoying your own free time, and then suddenly someone noticeable just walked in front of you. Ala, nasundan mo na siya ng tingin, nawala ka na sa focus mo, again, na-divert ka na. If I have to summarize the experience of Jeremiah, the preaching of St. Paul today, and of Peter in our gospel, they were in the experience of diversion. Jeremiah was being diverted from preaching the word and facing the truth about his life as a prophet by saying, I will not mention him anymore. I will speak his name no more. Paul stands as a warning about those conforming themselves to this age as a diversion to one's offering of self to God. And when, after Peter confessed that you are the Christ, you are the Son of God to Jesus, Peter diverted the reality of Jesus, handed over to this, to be killed, and on the third day be raised, by saying, God forbid, Lord, no such thing shall ever happen to you. Diversion, slipping us out directly from reality, or maybe swaying us little by little from reality. Nakatuon o nakaharap sa isang bagay, pero inaalis upang hindi harapin ang realidad na iyon. There is a certain danger when we are diverted. At ano ang madalas na ginagawa ng mga nagda-divert sa atin? It could be people, it could be experiences, it could be temptations all around. And what do? Nanlilito at ayaw magpaharap sa realidad. In order for us not to pay the price of facing what is to be done or what is there in front of us, diversions would tend us to sway from truth, to sway from the real, and to sway from the factual. Ito pong mundong ginagalawan natin has a lot to do and works a lot by diverting our attention and our life. Saint Paul was this firm with his preaching. Offering oneself and discerning the will of God will not be true if we will just conform ourselves to this age. Because too much conformation to this world may lead us to diversion. What do I mean? Baka nga po, sunod tayo ng sunod sa madaming agos ng mundo. Kaya naaaliw na tayo sa dapat harapin sa tunay na pagsunod kay Jesus. At minsan, nalalayo na tayo sa realidad natin bilang mga tagasunod na yakapin din ang krus ni Jesus. And there are a lot of conformation happening now and telling us not to face the cross, not to face the truth, and not to face the realities of this world, such as the realities of those people crying, those people in hunger, the experience of injustices, fears, uncertainties, chaos, and many other things. Too much conformation blinds, diverts, and even conformation brings us to lies. Nambubulag, nanliligaw, nagsisinungaling. I am not here to say that diversion is totally bad. Some diversions are a health break over the exhausting realities around us. Diversion could be moments of silence or day off. But then, too much diversion may lead us away from the passion of the cross and even to the real passion for life. Ang hindi yakapin ang krus at hindi mabuhay ng totoo at ganap. This was the diversion in Peter. Nung sinabi niya kay Jesus, God forbid, Lord, no such thing shall ever happen to you. His eyes were diverted from seeing the passion of the cross and even the passion for life. That is why indeed, it was a diversion that blinded him. My dear brothers and sisters, what were or what are the things that would always divert you to the passion of the cross and even from the passion of life? What blinds you from seeing Jesus? What blinds you or what sways your attention to the real needs and to the reality of this life? What diverts you from being good to people? What diverts you from being loving to people? You know, I was searching for a fit Tagalog translation for diversion. But the internet would always give me this word: paglilibang, pag-aaliw, pagpapalipas oras. Baka po madaming nanlilibang sa ating mga mata at sa ating mga puso, kaya hindi na tayo nakamamahal ng totoo. Baka madaming nag-aaliw sa ating puso, kaya hindi na natin nakikita kung ano ang dapat at kung ano ang totoo. Baka madaming nag-aaliw sa ating puso, kaya hindi na natin nakikita. Baka madaming nagpapalipas ng oras natin para hindi tayo makatugon ng tama at totoo sa Diyos. Baka madami na naglilibang sa atin for us to forget God and even take away the cross in this, and take away the reality of the cross in this life. Baka masyado na po tayong naaaliw at ayaw nang humarap sa krus. Wala namang may gustong humarap lagi sa krus. But do not forget the last line of that revelation of Jesus. And on the third day, He will rise again. Let us be warned. Diversion may entertain us, but it might blind us from seeing the truest sense of the cross and even the truest sense of life. My dear brothers and sisters, let our journey with Jesus convert us and not on our end divert us. When converted at last to Jesus, we shall face both the passion of the cross and the passion of life. Diversion may not let us taste the fullness of joy of facing both passion of the cross and the passion of life. But then to be with Jesus, to conform ourselves to Christ, to be converted to Christ. May we all see the joy in the real, the consolation of the truth and in the truth, the happiness of living with facts and truths around us. Hindi magpapadala, kundi magpapagabay sa katotohanan, magpapagabay sa tunay na kahulugan ng krus, at magpapagabay sa pag-ibig ng Diyos.